clock now becoming a problem. Alapag had to put it up, and he got it back though. Sean Daniels gets his second basket.
Jimmy Alapag gets an offensive rebound after a step back three. First of all, that never happens. Then he gets his third straight assist on 3 straight possessions.
And look at this, nothing working for Alaska in this third quarter. Alaska behind by 10, which is the second biggest lead. Watch this, you were saying.
Yeah, well, he got his own offensive rebound, and that's just a perfect pass. Again, 3 straight plays, 3 perfect passes lead to conversions for his team.
And you probably sense that when he was in high school and grade school, he loved those passing drills, which a lot of players do not like.
Yeah, he said he actually really worked on passing the basketball. It's obvious at his height, he has to be a point guard, so he's a great one, that's for certain.
Daniels ends up a tad short, and Fonasher, by the way, who hit 9 points, anchored on 3 triples in the first half of play, specifically the second quarter, is back on the floor. So is Hugnatan. Borborano saw a brief action in the first half, is also on the floor. This is basically the second unit. Shot clock at 8. Outside, De La Cruz. And this is something that Talking Text said was a problem. The second unit, and they tend to relax when they face this second team.
Well, Tony De La Cruz is a very good perimeter shooter himself. Harvey Carey went to help down on the post on Reynold Hugnatan, and the rotation to De La Cruz just a little bit slow.
Williams with 7 on the shot clock makes that turnaround. It pops out, and De La Cruz secures the rebound.
Everything but the bottom of the net on that shot. Diamond Simpson daring Williams to take that outside shot.
Fonasher stops. Goes to Borboran. Simpson asking for it. De La Cruz tied up. Hugnatan, 6 on the shot clock. Ends up with nothing. Tap from behind. Fonasher looks ahead. 3 on 2. Talking Text, lacking personnel to challenge. Simpson drills it in.
Simpson with a big-time finish right there over the challenge by Kelly Williams. That play starts with Mark Borboran hustling in transition defense, poking the ball from behind.
Simpson with 22. At 25 in game 2, aside from 14 boards.
Alaska's zone has been effective thus far.
Reyes, it was in but is out. And where will the ball go? Go to Alaska. Gino?
Thanks, Seth. Alex mentioned something about rotation on defense on the side of Talking Text during the last timeout. Coach Chot reminded his boys about their defensive strategies. They have to switch hard, collapse hard, and show hard. Guys?
And because Alaska's second team has begun to get away and claw back into the ball game, Simpson. De La Cruz, where is this play going? Fonasher has a problem with the shot clock. Turn around. No. The defense holding there for TNT. Alapag. No. Granidel. Yes.
He's just had a monster third quarter, and his team had not scored since that timeout by Alaska. Alaska had gone to a 2-3 zone, hadn't got a bucket, an offensive rebound put back for Ranadel breaks that cold streak they had gone on.
14 of his 18 have happened here as we thank Haynes, the official underwear of the PBA. De La Cruz has added some punch since he came in a few moments ago.
De La Cruz so good at moving off of the ball,
yes,
getting a good backdoor cut there off the triangle and finishing around the basket.
Here's Harvey Carey, hop and stop. Shot clock at 9. Alapag checks the timepiece. Long cross court. Castro, no basket. There is an offensive foul.
Gonna get an offensive foul on Kelly Williams for clearing space for Castro to get an easy layup.
And that will be Williams' second foul.
See right here, looks like Williams goes to seal in the post. Kind of knocks.
Parang airport yung runway ng aeroplano dinaanan. And it's a 6-point game. Look at Reynold Hugnatan's version of a point guard. You know what? This is a tall second unit.
It certainly is. De La Cruz, Hugnatan.
And Jojo Lastimosa, one of the assistants, helping referee Zambrano along there.
Well, being an assistant, sometimes you feel like you need to encourage or point out, perhaps.
Spinning like a top, getting it to drop.
Simpson getting a good clean look at the basket in spite of the good help defense from Talking Tex, getting the shot because of the gamble by Williams on the steal.
Simpson with 24 points as we come down to the last 6 seconds. Alaska not allowing Talking Tex to escape so easily in this third quarter. Bonacher running out of time.
Oh my! Holy cow! You think he's hot today? 70 feet it's almost going in.
And he's not even smiling, and that's usually his game face. As we take this break between the quarters, it is hot, hot, hot here on the PBA.
Back to the dome. It's the quarter. Talking Tex is ahead 65-61. I'm here with assistant coach Josh Reyes of Talking Tex. Now, in games 1 and 2, whoever plays well in the third quarter and gets the lead usually comes out on top. How do you like your chances here in game 3?
Yeah, usually they do come out on top. That's why we make it a point to put a lot of pressure on Alaska to disrupt their triangle at the start of the third quarter and the start of all quarters, actually.
Now at halftime, Coach Chod said that Talking Tex tends to relax when the second unit of Alaska comes to the floor. How do you prevent that from happening here in the fourth?
We have to break their zone defense. When our second unit comes in, Jimmy Alapag goes out. So that's one less shooter for us, and they give our players a lot of space, preventing us to penetrate, and they just hit on that zone. So we have to break the zone, and then that's what will make us solve that problem.
All right, thank you very much, Coach, and good luck here in the fourth quarter. Let's send it back to 7, Alex.
Break the zone. The zone was effective, coming right out of that timeout. There's a timeout with about 4 minutes left.
Yep.
Coming out, Alaska went right to the zone, and Talking Tex didn't score for a while until Ranadel got a nice putback.
This second unit is the elongated unit of Alaska. They're trying to match up against Talking Tex, which has the edge in size, but, of course, if you're Jimmy Alapag, you don't really care.
Well, Coach Josh Reyes just said, Jimmy's one of our shooters. When he goes out and they go zone, it's a problem because we don't have a shooter. Well, Jimmy's in the game. It was good ball movement. Jimmy got a good clean look at the basket there, drained the 3.
And it's a 5-point lead. Nothing there. Hugnatan challenges the interior, and Reyes, hold it, says referee Zambrano.
That was definitely a bit of a delay on that whistle. Ryan Reyes had the ball, and they'd actually passed it back inbounds, but they got Williams on the foul. Not going to the line for 2.
And is now still wondering what he had committed. 68-63. Talking Tex and Alaska both shot 50% in that third quarter, as this upcoming free throw will be brought to you by the McDerby's Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Liamado, and it is a 3-point affair. As we welcome you, and we're glad you're still with us. Seth Samantha, Alex Condon, Leah Cruz, and Gino Rufino, your broadcast quartet here in our second game of the R half of the semifinals. Earlier, San Miguel winning against B. McDerby's in the Thrilla, and another nail-biter, 74-70. They lead that series now 2-1 as Dillinger, who started well, can't get it to fall in. Daniel says, let's go to you, Jimmy. Look at that leap. Look at that leap by Williams.
Wow. He's an athlete. Alapag almost got another 3 going down there off of the hustle by Dillinger.
What you will not see there on your screens is where Williams came from. He looked like he was a high jumper, all set to do the Fosbury flop, because he took off from so far back.
The Fosbury flop. But that is the right technique, you're right.
Because when Mr. Dick Fosbury tried it, his coaches said, okay, since you like it more that way, why don't you do it? And it's been the form that has been most accepted of late. And nobody has done the Eastern or Western roll anymore.
You are a bastion of knowledge, Mr.
No, I'm not.